So when it comes to cheese, there are a lot of options out there, but good luck if you're looking for one that's vegan, oil-free, soy-free, and nut-free. But my healthy vegan pepper jack cheese is all those things. And today, I'm going to show you how to make your own. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to use to make what I think is an exciting recipe, this nut-free vegan pepper jack cheese. Now for the base, we're going to use some raw sunflower seeds here that I've been soaking. We're going to use some red pepper, some jalapeno pepper. Now for the jalapeno pepper, you could adjust it and use regular green pepper or just omit them if you want to bring the heat value down a little bit. Now I'm not including the seeds, so it won't be quite as hot, but you could adjust it all together and just use green pepper if you prefer. We're going to use some nutritional yeast. I get a particular brand of nutritional yeast. A lot of people are a little confused about nutritional yeast and if it's good for you or not. But the one that I use is certified to be organic, and even the growth medium is certified to be organic. So there's no GMO quality. So this is the nutritional yeast I like. If you want to see what that is, you can check out my app, hveating.com. We're going to use some arrowroot powder, some garlic, some Dijon mustard. We're going to use some red chili flakes, some smoked paprika. We're going to use also some tahini, some agar powder, a little bit of salt, and then some lemon juice. And then, of course, we're going to use some water to add to that also. So not that complicated at all to make this delicious cheese. These are the ingredients we're going to use. Let's start putting it together. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is cook my red pepper and my jalapeno and get it ready for our mixture. Now, I spoke earlier about using less jalapeno if you wanted less heat. But by all means, if you're someone who likes more heat, you could use more red pepper flakes or more jalapeno. So it really is adjustable to personal preference. Now I added a little water to my pan here. I'm going to cook these down and then go from there.
It's important to cut your peppers small and to cook them well. The smaller the better. It'll make it easier to slice the cheese once it's done.
All right, so now I've strained the water from my sunflower seeds, so they're ready to go. I'm going to dump these in the blender, and along with these, I'm going to add our other ingredients plus our water and get everything blended together really well. So my Make Your Own cookbook is now available for pre-order. And as a special thank you for those of you who do pre-order, I'm offering 4 free downloadable ebooks. Just pre-order my book and then go to my website and you can get 4 free instantly downloadable ebooks with over 50 healthy vegan recipes that you can start making today while you wait for your book. And of course, the book is going to be full of oil-free, wheat-free, refined, sugar-free recipes, 120 plus in all that you can make and enjoy. So go to makeyourowncookbook.com or check out the details in the description below so you can get your own and make your own.
Now, if you're not nut-free, you could use cashews instead of sunflower seeds, following the same process.
Okay, so the next step in the process is we're going to take our agar, we're going to add some water and get it heated. And then when it gets to the consistency that we want, we're going to stop and then put it back in with the rest of the mixture and then blend it and go from there. Now the agar is what really solidifies the cheese and gives it a nice, shape and a nice texture so that it's sliceable. So we're going to do that now.
Now, it's very important to make sure that you use agar powder and not flakes for this recipe. If you use flakes, the measurements will need to be adjusted accordingly or your cheese won't set properly. Now, once the mixture is blended, you'll add it to the saucepan to cook until it thickens. Then you'll add the cooked peppers and pour the mixture into your mold to set.
Okay, and just like that, we have our cheese in our mold. The only thing left is for this to set. And to do that, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And depending on the size container that you put it in, because keep in mind, I did this in this particular glass container, but you could use a round container, a glass bowl, a more square container. It really doesn't matter. Any mold will do. Depending on the size of your mold and how you have your refrigerator set and the temperature of your refrigerator, it might take more or less time for it to set completely. But the idea is to get it into the refrigerator, let it cool completely, solidify, and then you have your sliceable cheese. So I'm going to get this in the fridge for a couple of hours or so, and then we'll come back and slice it up. All right, so our cheese is set and I've taken it out of the refrigerator. It looks great. It's really set and the texture is just what I would want it to be. So now let's slice it up.
Okay, so now it's time to slice our cheese, and I want to reiterate that it's very important that you cut the pepper small, even smaller than I did, so that it's easy to slice the cheese.
All right, so our cheese is cut. It tastes great. Excellent flavor. So crackers, sandwiches, subs, however you use cheese, this cheese will work. healthy vegan pepper jack cheese. Make your own.